You asked me how aspiring Hands volunteers made a difference. And I would say that sustainability, because we now can say we have 30 plus volunteers from UNH here every day during the week, and also the one-on-one attention was much needed.
I would say the biggest part is the camaraderie that the youth from UNH has brought here. The ability of showing that other people care about them besides just their families, or just maybe Betty and I here. Every time that they're gone on each day, each team from last year, they're always looking for that next week. When they're going to come back, are they coming back? Many of them have made such a difference in each one of their lives, in my room anyways, which is the teenagers, grade 5 through 12.
Reading Makes a Difference was awesome. The kids really loved that. They loved reading the book and meeting the author. And it made a difference in their interest in reading too, because from that whole program, some of them have been trying to find other books that interest them actually. Before they would read, but not with the excitement that they did because they could talk about it as a group, if you know what I'm saying. The carnival was very successful. The kids were excited about that. Actually, I've asked if we're going to do it again next year. The holiday gifts and donations of warm clothing were amazing. Everybody now has snowsuits, hats, mittens, gloves, everything that they needed, and they were very blown away with all the gift cards and gifts that they got. I think if we get the Newman's grant, that'll be very beneficial not only to the kids but to the residents, that they would have access to their own vegetables and produce, which would save them money. The fact that they get to have exercise by working at it would be great. And it adds to our program with our nutrition piece in it.
Some of the programs that Aspiring Hands brought in is Reading Makes a Difference. And the youth had an opportunity to make a real professional author. And he was an outstanding man to listen to. He made me think a whole lot different about reading than what I have in the past. And I've watched each and every one of the students here feel the same way. The project Warmth from the Milliard, they brought in so many fine clothes and stuff that the kids needed for the winter time here. That it's just exciting. The carnival, what a fun time that was. These kids were excited about that. They could do more than one in a year, believe me, and the kids would love it. Finger knitting, that's a program interesting. It's different. I'm not into it. But it's holiday gifts. I mean, you guys outdone yourselves. You went out. We happened to meet some of you. You were out freezing to death, selling food to turn around and get these fine holiday gifts that you gave the kids. It was outstanding. I mean, it's all from the heart. We really appreciate it. The kids loved it. Donation of warm clothing, that's back to Warmth from the Milliard and stuff. But anyways, all of those programs are great. But the most important is the fact of them being here and working with the youth and getting to know them and establish a communications.
You asked me if the Newman's grant would be beneficial to our program. I think it would, because we have a huge nutrition piece of our program that requires us to teach them healthy eating and how to cook nutrition-minded. And by having a garden, they not only will have the fresh produce, they'll also learn how to cook it, which is something that they all have an interest in. And they would also have the benefit of exercise and the satisfaction of growing their own vegetables.
The funding that could be received from the Newman's Own Foundation would help some new projects that would not only just focus on the youth here, but also encompass having the parents be involved as well. Day to day, we see things during the week, there are improvements with the students and that, And then when we go through a vacation or we go through the weekend, whatever the case may be, we see that there's some lapses going back because you don't have the parents on board. Okay, so what we do is effective. It doesn't have as a good of effect. But if you can get the parents involved in these programs, such as the garden in here and some food programs, more than what we have right now, would incorporate that and get the parents involved and help strengthen that, and I think that'd be a super plus.